distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy and Vice President of the European Commission, Ms. Kaje Kalas, will now make an address.
Dear Major General, dear soldiers, good afternoon to everyone. It's really a pleasure to be here with you today. I see so many of you here because this operation, EUFOR Althea, is very important. This is where the European Union's common security and defense policy was born, with a mandate from the United Nations Security Council. I hear a lot of praise for the work you do, be it from our member states, local authorities, but also European Union staff. At the time when our focus is very much on security and defense of Europe, Operation EUFOR Althea is even more in the spotlight. You know better than most what it takes to keep peace and security in dangerous times. You know that establishing peace requires diplomatic efforts, but it's maintained by strength. This is why European teams and those from the other countries have supported this country in maintaining a safe and secure environment since the entry into force of the Constitution 13 years ago. Today, the security environment is stable, but also very fragile. One country is facing serious constitutional crisis. Republika Srpska leadership is undermining the constitutional and legal order, threatening the fundamental freedom of all citizens. These actions contradict the commitments that Bosnia and Herzegovina has undertaken on its European Union path. We will not tolerate any threats to the territorial integrity, sovereignty, and constitutional order of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Any attempts to break up the country are unacceptable. In March, we deployed hundreds of extra troops to Operation Althea to send a clear message that EU remains firmly committed to the stability of this region and to the security of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Your presence and your work sends also a reassuring message to the local population and deters those who fuel divisions and fear. The people of Bosnia and Herzegovina don't deserve anything less than stability and prosperity. The European Union will always remain the most stable, reliable, and predictable partner to this country. In every challenge the country has faced, it has always found the support of the European Union and the support of NATO. This is why we also support the country's own armed forces, including through Western Balkans Medical Task Force. From training and armed forces of Bosnia and Herzegovina to assistance for demining. Last October, we helped during catastrophic floods. Progress on the path remains the best guarantee for security and prosperity. Next week, European Union foreign ministers will be discussing what more can we do here and in the wider Western Balkan region. This is also what I've been discussing during my tour in the Western Balkans. My message is very simple. We deeply care about this country and its European future. Political leaders must work together to resolve problems. But the inflammatory rhetoric and divisive actions are dangerous. They pose a direct threat to Bosnia and Herzegovina. With a few achievable steps, the country can formally open accession negotiations soon. And there are no shortcuts to EU membership. But the door for Bosnia and Herzegovina is open. It takes strong political will
and collective efforts by all stakeholders. Progress on the EU path is the best guarantee of prosperity and stability for Bosnia and Herzegovina. So let me thank you once again for your work and efforts that you do here and dedication to such a noble cause, and also for having me here today. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the parade commander will now request permission to dismiss the parade.
Parade, attention! Present, halt! Parade, order, halt! Stand at ease!
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, generals, sirs, ma'am, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Parade of Truth. High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy and Vice President of the European Commission, Ms. Kaje Kalas, accompanied by Head of the EU Delegation and EU Special Representative in Bosnia and Herzegovina, His Excellency Luigi Soreca, and Commander EUFOR Major General Florin Barbu, will now leave the parade.